Irene.
Sure. And we'd also like to remind everyone, please turn your videos on. Thank you. Okay, our mission. Helping Parents Heal is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to help individuals become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. Helping Parents Heal goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. Helping Parents Heal affiliate groups welcome everyone regardless of religious or non-religious background and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at this meeting is voluntary. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Discussions here are confidential and not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. However, these Zoom meetings are helpful to parents all around the world, and they are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members who are not able to attend this meeting live can also watch. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with children who have passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members, so we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you so much, and welcome, everyone. Again, please put your screens on. I think that some people are having a hard time doing it. Hover over the bottom left corner of your screen to find the video and then turn it on. This is important because when Beth will be doing the readings, it's really important for us to be able to see you as well. I'm going to go ahead and read her very short bio, and then I will turn it over to Beth. Beth Lynch, medium, meditation teacher, and author, has been helping families understand and heal from the loss of loved ones, as well as sharing spiritual principles for life. For over 25 years, she has practiced and taught the benefits of meditation and how to understand the mind, body, spirit connection as a natural evolution of consciousness. Beth is founder of Inner Light Teachings. She shares that spirituality is the missing link to understanding mental and emotional wellness, including anxiety, depression, and addiction. For over 2 decades, she has shared what she has learned personally and in channeling. Beth believes that to understand life, we must understand death. It is then that the in-between will make sense, and we love, laugh, and live more fully. And I will put all of her links up in the chat box. It'll also be on YouTube. But without further ado, please join me in welcoming Beth Lynch. Welcome, Beth.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. So I guess I'll start a little bit about how I begin. I like to begin with a little guided blessing meditation. And that is when I am going to start receiving visions and feelings and knowings and names. And these are all the children, in this case, that would be in attendance today. Now, what happens when I do that and I start to get this stream, that the way that they have shown me how to explain it is much like when something's just streaming by. So all the emotions that start coming in are based on the emotions are showing me the visions or giving me the feeling or giving me a lot of visions is really how I receive. And just in knowing, even sometimes gestures, I get gestures. So I point that out if, it's not my gesture. And so when I'm giving you these things and you get that feeling and you know when you're getting a message from someone, you've done this before, that could be mine. I always say trust it. And there are times when more than one person feels it could be theirs. And that's okay, because I really trust that I'm guided where I should be. And I also know that there are messages within messages. And I'm sure you've experienced that. A lot of times people will email me and there's 4 emails saying, I think that was really my message. And that's, the gift of a group. You can really, see the power in messages and how even though they're personal for you, that how we can share in this healing, together. The way I've also seen some things are the way that they've made friends up there when your children have met each other. Definitely from this experience, these experiences, I'm sure, in your groups, but also in similar passings, which is something very big that I see. And they support each other and they get together just like this. So hopefully that's been shared to you before, but maybe not. I've had some very beautiful glimpses into the spirit world that I feel blessed to have had in 28 years doing it, 27, 28, I'm somewhere in there. And many, 30 something years before that I didn't know what was happening. And it all through my own grief and, Rochester, New York, Geneva, Liverpool. I've seen some local stuff or my old local. Now I'm in Florida, right? So it's not my new. I shouldn't look at chat. It gets me confused. So, the beautiful thing is that the children in spirit, how they get together and how they, communicate and they heal together and they watch over you together. So, I'm never surprised when someone says, I don't know, the way that things can merge. It's just, to me, always in a way miraculous to see the connections that are made that continue in the spirit world, as well as on earth. So that's what I want to bring to you tonight, these connections, the love. And we have a baby in the house. Hello, little baby. The babies. I have a little children's meditation. If you reach out to me, I'll gladly send it to you. Is that okay to do? Say, I received it when I was 3 months pregnant meditating, and he's now 22. So it tells you it's been a while, but it's really a beautiful little meditation story for children, and it benefits you too. So anyway, I won't go into that, and I'll gladly share it. So what I'll do is begin with our little blessing, and that's when I'm going to start receiving. And then however, we'll just take it from there. We'll go along. And I encourage you to send those thoughts up to your loved ones, your children, that you wish for them to mention. I love to tell people to do that, because especially in group energy, they show you, they hear you directly. I did it yesterday with a family and on screen, and right at some point I saw this locomotive and I said, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a locomotive. I'd probably call it a train, but I see this, little detailed locomotive, and on the screen, she went like this, and she goes, I have a little train here. And I was telling my dad, please mention the train. So those are little things that I've learned along the way, that if you, send something very clearly up you want, that they really do their best to try to pass that through tonight. So, really be open to that. It happens a lot in my sessions. So, and don't pick 10 things, because then they're up there trying to figure out 10 things, pick 1 or 2 things. That's 2 is okay. Tell them to mention it, or mention this memory, or bring the number 4 in, or, something. It's your thing. You're thinking it to them. So with that being said, I'll begin with the meditation, and away we go, right? Okay. So let's close our eyes. If you can safely close your eyes. If not, just find a place to gaze at. And relax the muscles around your eyes. Bring your awareness into your breath. And you can slow your breathing down by lengthening your exhale. And as you're exhaling, it's as though you're blowing out a candle. And being careful. It's a beautiful way to slow down your breath and your nervous system. And as we breathe, we begin to send that signal into our inner being to relax, breathing up behind your eyes, relaxing your eyes, forehead, and crown. Just follow your breath down through the cheekbones and jawline and into the muscles of your neck. Just giving these areas permission to relax with your intentions. Flowing down through your arms and into your hands, fingers, fingertips, and the lines of your fingerprints. They relax. They soften and they disappear. Send your thoughts quietly out, or just breathe and allow your breath to bring a deeper relaxation as I bless our communication and receive. Okay, I do have a few things that I can start with, happen pretty quickly. There seems to be, I do feel this is a male child. And I felt something about electrocution. So I don't know if there's, someone has a male child that, electrocution would have been a way that they passed or something, very similar, I guess. So I do see that. The other thing I saw was my mom knows, and he seems to be showing me a toaster. Now, if someone mention the toaster, or if you got a toaster right in front of you, I want you to please, be aware, because I do feel that, and that could be a male too. I could be getting the boys first, or some boys first. But say the toaster. This is very strong, this young man with the toaster. He's really being, it seems like a silly object. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I was reading your thing, Elizabeth, I'm sorry. I thought somebody was answering it. The other thing I was hearing was the name either Sherry or Cherry or something. And Sherry, I don't know, Sharon, Cheryl, Sherry. Now, sometimes they call out the name of the living. And I want you to be aware of that, because that's sometimes the way that they start out. Okay. So I can't get past this, that it really made me feel cherry. Okay, so someone who crossed of someone with a lightning strike, that would definitely fall into electrocution. So if you want me to speak with that person, I will gladly
Sure.
see if more was come. All right, we have somebody that says their son was electrocuted. I don't know if that's the same person, or if we're getting, that's like
It's a different person.
Different person. So Patrice is saying she has someone who was, but she can only type. She can't chat. Let's see. Sherry is saying that this is for her. I'm not sure if that means that she has, that her
Yeah,
child.
Sherry, please type in the chat if your child passed by electrocution.
Okay.
And we also have
okay, I'm looking at this one right now. The Cherry is my son's dog. That is Cherry. That was the name I was hearing, and your son is in spirit, I take it. So I got a strong feeling when I just saw it, because I was hearing it as cherry, but I know sometimes sounds, but and then I felt like I saw a picture of a cherry, and I was going to say, oh my, it's Cherry. And then, all right. So if the woman whose son's dog is Cherry and her son is in spirit, that should be where I go right now. I really do. I don't mean, I'll come back to another person, but that was the Cherry, say Cherry. And I knew it. I'm like, Cherry. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out and see what happens. So
I asked her to unmute. She should be able to speak.
Nora? Yes.
Hi, Nora.
Hi, Beth.
So Cherry is your son who's in spirit's dog, right?
Correct.
Okay, so he is definitely stepping forward. Okay, and I can feel his emotion. Mom, I love you so much. I'm right here. I'm right here. And he wants to show me, I don't know if he liked basketball, or, he's watching someone else play, but there's a dribbling. And now, kids are sports kids. So, but is going on right now in front of my eyes. Okay. And he says, I'm okay, Mom. I'm okay. He wants to put a kiss on your cheek. Okay. And he says, I'm okay. And you wonder, I don't know if that's a thought you send up. I hope you're okay, or show me you're okay. But he is answering that. And I don't know if he fell or tumbled. I don't know what I'm getting here.
No,
He didn't go down to the ground, right? That could be somebody else. I'm just gonna,
yeah, no, he
Okay.
did not.
all right. I do get a feeling of somebody falling and tumbling though. So I'm gonna leave that there and they hear everything. So a lot of times like somebody else's story starts coming in and it's like, okay, go ahead, give me a minute. They're very interactive up there. Believe me, I see it all the time. But he does want to give you a hug and
Thank you.
he seems to have some kind of card he wants to show me. So I don't know if you have a card down in front of you or you were looking at a card, but he's saying the card, Mom, the
Mhm.
card. Okay, take a slow breath. He's a little persistent with the card. I don't know if you were looking at something. Sometimes it's something the other day you were doing. It's a card. It doesn't seem like a greeting card. It feels like something that would be, smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's something he carried with him or something someone else carries with him.
I was looking at cards that he wrote to me
So
for
they were
Mother's Day.
okay.
Things
So
like
you
that.
were greeting cards. Okay. I don't know. You're the best. And I see that. And I don't know if that was one of the cards. You're the best. And I would never hurt you. I would never hurt you.
No.
He's not hurting either. He's better. And
Okay.
yeah, he's better. So there was something he needed to share with you with that. Okay. He's better. Okay. I don't know if you want to respond and ask him something. I don't know. Is that okay, Elizabeth? I don't want to, I don't know how you guys.
Yes, of course it is.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to ask him anything or say anything to see what he responds back?
If he knows I'm taking care of what he asked me for.
If he knows if you took care of it? Yes.
If
I'm
I'm
sure.
taking care, yes.
Mhm. The one thing he's doing is petting the dog. And I don't know if that was what you were talking about. I got a feeling maybe it's something else, but he did want to show petting the dog. And
Okay.
he loved that dog is important. I could tell you that. And then he said my shirt and I can see writing. And I don't know if that's an answer to your question or if he's just jumping into something else.
Something else, my daughter-in-law gave me one of his favorite shirts that I have with me, not with me right now, but with me at home.
Okay. All right. So he sees that you have that.
Mm.
He's, whatever you did, he knows that you took care of it. And that's a very warm hug. Okay. Like a very warm hug with that. Okay.
Mhm.
Is there a Michael connection to you? If not, we'll open it up to
What? I'm sorry.
Michael, the name Michael.
No.
Okay. Does someone have a Michael over in the group? Because I am hearing the name.
We have several people saying that their son is Michael. So maybe
Okay. So,
if we could get a little bit more information.
yeah, they'll hear it and they'll answer it. There's a few, and then I see there's one with a daughter. Her last name is Michaels. Okay. Did one of these Michael energies where dizziness would have been a part of their experience? Because I got quite dizzy. And that to me is they're showing me something. Say dizzy and they'll know it's me. Whether they were ill, I don't know, or just that Debbie Robinson there is saying her son dizzy.
Okay.
Okay.
Is Debbie's son then
Debbie,
also-
yeah, ask Debbie if her son was, Debbie, was your son's name Michael?
Yeah, I would go with the Michael because I do feel he's trying to back that up.
Debbie said yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can open Debbie up. Yeah.
Sure. All right, Debbie, I've asked you to unmute.
Okay.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
Hi. I know your son has quite a magnetic personality because when you said hi and I said hi, he said, hi, Mom, and he was right behind you and he wanted to give you a kiss on the top of your head. And it was very important that he showed me it that way. Sometimes those are little ways that you did it. It's the last thing you got to do to him. So I know that little specific gestures mean a lot. And he's I don't know how we crossed, but there was such a strong sense of dizziness again. So I do feel it really is your son, you know, because I'm getting it again. That's enough, Michael. They don't mean to make us feel it, but hey, it gets the point across. And he's saying something about a doorway, and I don't know if it's in the doorway or the doorway. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know if you're looking at, I mean, we all have a doorway. All of us probably have a doorway
Yeah.
behind us. But do you think is there something that was done to the home, like the doorway different or up painted or something like that? That to me, that's something that he would have been watching over since he crossed.
No, not a door,
What the doorway? What was
the
done?
doorway.
Something around. And why do I actually feel archway? I feel an archway very strong.
No,
Do you have an oval archway in your home? Or if he didn't live with you, did he? This doorway is so clear to me.
no, and like the house that he was living in is being remodeled, but I don't know. I haven't been in it lately.
I would say that's what he's talking about, because it's something's getting done in a doorway, whether they're changing doorways, opening them up. Those are little things you can sometimes find out if you do a little, sometimes homework if you want to. But yes, being that you just said those words, it's being remodeled and I'm seeing work getting done. It's his way of saying he sees it.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are. They
Mhm.
more or less gutted the inside of the house. And
And there may be some area that they're making a little more rounded, or they're changing the rounded area and maybe opening it up. I mean, there could be those little details. I always say I don't analyze, but I do know he was referencing something getting, you know, structurally changed or done or remodeled or something. So
yeah,
it's-
we saw it when they had this everything knocked out.
Mhm,
And they did a lot.
mhm.
They
And-
basically left like 3 walls
Yeah.
inside.
So a lot of love coming your way, a lot of love. And he's saying something about a truck. So I don't know if he had a truck or he's watching over somebody else, their truck, but say the
He had a
truck.
truck.
Okay. All right. And he says that, you know, he's okay. And he knows that, you know, he's okay. He's not telling you he's okay. He's like saying it like that. And why would he want to hold up his hand very strongly like this, like a 5? I don't know if he's trying to give me the number or if it's like how he used to do something. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that.
Or anything about the number 5. I mean, all I keep seeing is that.
5. He's been gone 5 years.
There it is. Yeah, because all he just went, say this, say that. And he just kept doing his hand in that one hand. And you know, you'll see me again, Mom. I won't have changed. It'll be right where we left off. Don't worry. Does he have a child that he'd be watching over?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he just seemed to, you know, want to pick up and hold a child. All right. So he's definitely. And was somebody angry? I mean, anger is a part of grief, so it's kind of a broad thought here. But I don't know if somebody was mad at him, or did somebody think they were gonna mad, or he'd be mad because.
He had just gotten divorced. So there was a
Okay.
lot of anger there.
Okay, so that's what he's referencing. All right, but he understands things now, even more so. It's
Okay.
interesting if everybody could understand how we understand here or there, the world would be at peace. Well, big message there.
Yeah.
As a, you know, one of my favorite quotes are, and it doesn't have to be everybody's, but it's on earth as it is in heaven. If we see on earth as they see in heaven, it would be a different world. We would live life in a different way. So, but he's thanking you. And I don't know if he liked chocolate covered something candy. I don't know if it's cherry. I don't know if he's being a smart aleck with the name cherry, but I swear I see chocolate covered something. Candy.
Candy. He wasn't a real sweet eater, but the kids are, the girls are.
Oh, his daughter, those are his sisters or daughters? How was that?
Daughters.
They're always eating candy. There's something very specific about candy corn for Halloween. So I don't know if there's a funny story about that with him, or you know, were there, and then obviously candy corn, Halloween. Personally, I don't ever buy it, but he definitely mentioned it. So it could be something, you know, a little more specific than I really know, but he did show that.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you.
thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I'm hearing like the name Lorraine. That's interesting. Okay. I'm hearing the name Lorraine or Loretta. I don't know where I am here. Lorraine or Loretta, either of those names. I really felt it was more, what's your daughter's middle name? Lorraine or Loretta, maybe. I'm feeling that name strong around me, and I feel flowers being brought in with that. So I don't know if that's going to make it more understandable. Kathy, I see you're saying my daughter's middle name, but I don't know if it's Lorraine or Loretta.
Lorraine, she just wrote in there that her
Oh.
middle name is Lorraine.
Okay, because it's not a common name, and I know sometimes that they will. Oh, my friend Loretta. Oh, is Loretta? She lost a daughter. Okay. Oof. All right, that's two very strong things. So I'll leave it to them up there to make that understandable. I do feel the name Chad, and I heard the name Chad earlier too when I was meditating. So does anyone have a Chad in spirit? Chad. Yeah. Oh, I love you, Elizabeth. You write it right out. So good. And I got it quick because I read it and I'm like, oh no, I just said.
Sorry. A lot of times we're just reading, Irene and I are reading, but anybody have a Chad?
Yeah, in spirit. Yeah, because it was in the meditation too. And so I forget things in the meditation part, and then they always bring it back. And I also got a young man who wants to show me ironing. And I don't know if that connects to my Chad, because sometimes they'll let it go if someone doesn't make the connection, or they'll start adding to it to make it. But the ironing was interesting because I feel it's a young man in spirit who either you showed him how to iron, or, you know, always had to iron a certain thing for him, but he's smiling, and he's got a beautiful smile, and he feels this ironing will make mother or father go, that's my son. I mean, and sometimes maybe someone's sitting there with the ironing right in front of them, you know, I don't know, because we can't always see the screens. So that might be, you know, something that simple.
I said his shirt's on. Charlie DeLuna.
Sherry, my son, his shirt's ironed. I don't know what she meant by that, but that could be her, because it's up to you. If you want to open that up, I can see if I can, you know, he'll give me more if it is him, or I'll be redirected.
So, he ironed. Sherry is saying
Yeah.
that.
Okay, Sherry, let's open Sherry up. Yeah. Because he's
Okay.
smiling and he's ironing, and, you know, you see a lot of things as a medium. I've seen many little things that they send that sometimes you could, you know.
She's unmuted.
I've never seen any young man iron like this. So this is a first for me. And he's very handsome, and he's smiling. And where are you, Sherry? Do I see you?
Talk, Sherry. Say something.
Right here,
There you
right
go.
here.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
All right. So he's smiling, and he obviously wants you to, yeah, it's yours. And he's putting the ironing down, and he's smiling like if he's opening his arms. He just seems like also a charismatic kid that would come in and say, Mom, I'm home. And his arms like this are very significant for me to show you. Okay. So I don't know if it's just the way he'd walk in the door, you know.
And he would give the best hugs. Like
Best hugs.
the best.
And he says, you know, I love you. I don't even have to tell you, but I'm gonna anyway. And he wants me to say something about socks, and he's laughing.
Socks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's pointing down. He's going socks, and I could literally see his face saying socks. You know, smile.
I don't know. I recently donated some of his cold weather stuff to Homeless Coalition, but
And was there socks there?
oh yeah, some
Then
he
that's
just
it.
was
Don't
throwing
analyze.
stuff in.
Do not analyze this young man away because he won't let you. I can tell you that. And it's almost as though he could sit right next to you. She keeps me close all the time. Do you have something you keep close? I don't know if it's ashes or what, but oh, okay. All
A
right.
bracelet.
All right. You keep me close. You got to release some guilt, he says. You're carrying some guilt, and he doesn't want you to carry guilt. Guilt is an interesting word. It's a big word, and it can mean you just feel like you should have done something, could have done something, tried to do something. Just watch where your emotions flow into that emotion, and you kind of go, yes, I am feeling guilty. That could be your clue if you don't know.
I actually just had lunch today with his best friend's mother, and we were talking about him, and that like I know who caused his death, but nothing was ever done about it, and I did try. And we
Okay.
talked about that, about how maybe it's time to just let it go.
These are some interesting words. He says, Mom, everybody has to look everybody in the eye again. And up here, we see it differently than down there. So I don't want you to think that it's your responsibility to do something. It'll drain you. It'll take you down. It'll hurt you too much. And he goes, you know that magic word, karma. And poor karma. Karma gets a bad rap because it sometimes means that something happened that wasn't right or fair, and you got karma coming. But karma's a good thing too. So everyone should always hear the other side of karma. But he does, he did say that karma. People are always going to be held in some way, if not on this side, on that side. A sense of responsibility will flood them, and he has forgiven, and those are his words. Did he play guitar?
No.
All right. So I think thank you, Sherry. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I got a young man. Where's all my girls? And not to pick on the boys. I'm like, there's a lot of boys going first here. There's a young man playing the guitar, and I know he knew what he was doing. Okay. This would be your guitar. Now, something that I find interesting is sometimes when you're giving a message, and maybe the socks could be relevant to a few of you, but then all of a sudden I get this young man playing guitar. That to me is like your son saying, I'm here too, Mom. I'm here too, Mom or Dad. I don't know who's there. So the guitar was very, very, because we got quite a few. I can tell you it has more of an electric guitar feel. I do feel that, and very hard, like he can rock it. So, sometimes if your son was more acoustic, I would say it's probably not the boy I'm getting right now. Did he rock a little bit, Lori? Did he rock? Like rock music, electric guitar. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. You're so good. Yeah, this is, Jody says he was in several bands, played the electric guitar. And Sherry too. That's interesting. So, we got a little band going on up there because it's a few that are actually fitting those details. So it really is up to them. Is one of them the letter T? That became very strong. T. I don't know if it's a first name or their last, something where the name would.
Teresa is saying her son is Thomas.
And did he play guitar, Teresa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we could open Teresa up if you want.
Sure.
Or not if you want, but
Yes. I've asked her to unmute.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi,
Hi, Teresa.
I'm a little sick, so
Oh, okay.
don't have a
Well,
voice.
he definitely is rocking and rolling on that guitar, and that T made me, I felt it was a name. So I think we have him, and he's putting the guitar down, and he's sorry he had to play so loud so I would see him and hear him. Laughed, and he actually has a sense of humor because he actually said to me, I'm pretty good, aren't I? You know, so yes, he
Yeah,
is.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Did he almost get signed with someone or get close to playing with something, you know, more professionally?
Yes, he was constantly working with different groups and trying to not only play it, but he liked writing music.
Mhm. Yeah. And when you said that, the word rose came up very strong. Like I saw it. I don't know if he wrote a song with the word rose in it or if it has some other meaning for you with him, but it was right when you said those words. And do you have a leather jacket of his?
A let um it's not a leather jacket. No.
Is it fake leather or it looks like leather?
No, not a leather jacket. He's got like a coat that he wore.
And you have
But
that?
yes.
Yeah, I'd say that's it. I'm not gonna analyze the fabric right now because I
Mhm.
just felt like he went like that. I think it's cool. The coat is cool.
He
Like cool
did.
looking. Yeah, it's a cool coat, you know. Yeah, he's sending that and he says, Mom, I love you and I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't know what's up with stomach area with him.
The stomach area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Did he have good abs?
Oh well, at one time he did. He
It's
was
almost
always
like he worked out or something because I get he's showing me like show my stomach like and it's you know a young you know in shape torso. Oh God.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean you know him at one time he did it, you know when you're
Yes.
in heaven you can kind of maybe he had lost that after a while I don't know but you know what I mean but yeah I think he's trying to show that he's in good shape I just do I feel he's trying to share that.
That's
He's got a sense
great.
of humor. We're getting a lot of humorous little or young people up there. And I am hearing the name Harry very strong, almost like I was hearing Cherry earlier. So if the name Harry doesn't resonate to you, I want to open it up.
No.
Okay. And sometimes, you know, when you're working with, you know, kids and young adults, they do bring in grandparents' names and stuff that are up there with them or something. So
Uh-huh.
be aware of that. Like if anyone, you know, hears that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. But I am getting Harry. Anybody got a Harry or a Harold over there? And I am hearing the name Susan. I have an Uncle Harry. And all right, Sherry had mentioned about her son's leather jacket. And I don't know. I'm asking if this here Uncle Harry is in spirit. Because that could be, you know, your son showing Uncle Harry here, even though the jacket thing I think went to the other woman, but the leather makes me have to kind of I want to acknowledge that now. Do you have a ring of someone's too? Who was saying that? Sherry, do you have a ring that somebody wants to show me the ring? All right, I got a daughter now. I got a daughter right now. I have a grandpa Harold. Okay. Thank you. That could be him. So take that with you. Dad is Harry. My gosh, these names, they got to give me first and last names. But I do, I don't know if this is the Morena. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but was a ring asked because I got a girl going, the ring, and she's very clear about it. So I'm wondering if someone put that out as the thing they wish that they would mention.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's a ring, and this is a young girl, maybe in her 20s. I feel like she's making me feel that in her 20s. All right,
Sherry's saying she has a ring of her son's.
yeah, it was a girl bringing the ring in this though.
Okay, girl though. Goodness gracious, I think quite a few people are saying that they.
All right, her daughter received her ring. That really resonated with me. Her daughter received her ring.
Okay, so her daughter received her ring.
Kathy,
So
yeah, it just jumping.
Julie McNeil is saying she has her daughter's ring.
Mhm. Because one of is with all these daughters in the ring situation, obviously it got a lot of activity. So I'm asking for them to maybe bring something to, let's make it more specific to who is with me right now. And I'm hearing either Eve or Evelyn or something. So, yeah, Eve or Evelyn. Is that Ivy or are you saying your name is Ivy with or, yeah. See that one? I wear it now, Ike, I-K-Y. I didn't know if she meant Ivy. Eve or Evelyn or Ivy, it would be that. And I feel this is connected. This girl I'm seeing is saying that to make it stand out that it's her. So I really do. I'm here, Mom, I'm here. Oh, I met Emily. And what am I saying? What name did I say? Oh,
Eve or Evelyn?
Evie,
Yeah.
Evelyn.
Eve, Evelyn. Oh gosh, I keep hearing that. Evelyn. Anybody with the name Evelyn, that name is very strong. Maybe, I don't know. I have to say Evelyn. I have to keep. And sometimes they bring out the name of living. My daughter had a gold ring, wore it all the time. Yeah, there's a lot of ring. They got to get more. I think where I'm getting the Evelyn or Eve is definitely trying to help me with this ring story, but it, you know, it doesn't seem to be enough. So give me more, give me more. Tell her the Christmas tree, tell her Emmy. Tell her the Christmas tree, tell her the Christmas tree.
My cousin's daughter is Evelyn. I have a granddaughter, Evelyn.
All right, Lisa Miller, is Evelyn, is there a girl in spirit that would reference Evelyn? Or is Evelyn in spirit? That's what I'm not sure. Because now we're seeing that name. Evelyn, well.
Lisa, we're waiting to hear. Is this
I also see that something was made for her. Yeah, we're getting a little more from this young girl. Something was made. It looks like it could be a blanket on a bed or something for the, laid over the bed. So that is being very definitely.
So Lisa said she has a daughter in spirit, Beth, and her granddaughter is Evelyn.
Okay.
So
That could, I remember seeing Lisa's name before and kind of thought that's where I was going.
okay.
Now, this whole daughter thing, this Evelyn thing is the blanket too. That's not separate. That's the same. So maybe we could.
I asked her to unmute. I asked Lisa to unmute if you want to connect with her to see. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
So your daughter is in spirit, and daughter's name is Evelyn.
Yes.
Okay.
My daughter's name is Amy. My granddaughter is Evelyn. I don't know if it would be her or not.
Well, I do think so, because I think that that's very a personal thing that she knows you would know. Now, it started with the ring. Is the ring a connection to? Did you know what that meant? You have a ring on hers, or you wore she had a certain ring. What's up with grandma's ring? Grandma's ring. Do you have a grandmother's ring or your mother's ring or something? Or there's more coming about a ring, and that I feel that it's her. I do feel I'm still with you.
The only ring that I have a ring that I wear all the time would be Amy's grandmother's ring.
There it is. So
I've had since I've been 18.
All right. Well, and Amy's the one in spirit.
Yes.
Okay. This is her, because she knows that you have the grandmother's ring, whether it was her grandmother or your grandmother, that I didn't really know, but because that's me trying to figure it out. I don't want to figure it out. I just want to give you, this is your daughter. She is here. Okay. And now she's putting her arms around you and she says, I love you. I love you. I'm so sorry. I don't want you to hold this pain, Mommy. I don't want you to hold the pain. You give me the pain. She needs you to talk to her every day and say, okay, I will give you the pain. She's not going to hold the pain. She's learning a lot up there. She feels you're desperate. You're desperate. And I don't know if you're desperate to talk to her or you're desperate about something else, about whatever her past. I don't know, but that word was key for your daughter to know that she knows how you're feeling. All right. And she's pointing to a tree, and I don't know if a tree was planted for her or if there's a story about the tree, but she's pointing, say the tree, say the tree.
Huh. I was given a tree after her passing, but unfortunately it didn't make it.
That's okay. It made it in heaven. And that, that can be a very big disappointment when you know that that's done. You know what I mean? And it's something that you can do, and then it doesn't make it. So she's showing me the tree. So now you can let go of that. It didn't. Maybe it didn't bother you, but she seems to think you knowing that tree is in heaven and it's beautiful. And she says
Okay.
to tell you, yes, there are trees in heaven. I don't want to start coughing. There are trees in heaven, and she says to tell you that, okay? All the leaves on this tree are shaped like a heart. I don't know if the heart symbol means something else, but she's showing me the tree, and every leaf is the shape of a heart. And someday you'll
Okay.
see it, but not now. And she
Okay.
says, tell her my hat. Tell her the hat. I don't know if it's her hat. Tell her the hat. It's like a cap, like when they have a logo on it or something.
Yeah, that I don't
Do you have
understand that.
another sibling or anything? Your daughter is very clear. When she went like that, it was like she just put it right on her head and said, say the hat. Sometimes it's something they see with another sibling, or even that granddaughter, Evelyn. That might be something she's referencing.
Evelyn's been wearing a hat.
Thank you.
She's been wearing hats.
They get the crowbar out if you say no, and they know it's a yes. That's what I call it. Their crowbar. Oh no, she's going to know what this means. So she's showing you, and she's telling you, and she's curled up next to you with a blanket. Showing you that. Okay. That's how she wants you to feel her. She's curled up with a blanket.
Are you still there?
Yeah. Oh, did I freeze?
Oh, I can't hear.
Curled up. Can you hear me now?
Yep, now I can.
Curled up with a blanket right next to you. And I don't know if you have a blanket on your lap. I'm not able to see that, but she wants to show just curled up right next to you with a blanket. I love you. I love you. I'm okay. I'm safe. You always wanted her safe. And she promises,
Yeah, I did.
she promises never to leave your side. I promise. I promise. I don't have to.
Okay.
I'll be there. Okay. And you know what? She's got quite the personality. She said, you did good, Mom. You did good. So don't beat yourself up. You did good. Okay. Like,
Okay.
she wants you to know she's proud of you, because she knows how hard this is. Special message from your daughter. Carry that with you, okay, in your heart. Okay.
Okay.
I'm hearing right now the name either Olivia. Not a common name. Olivia, pretty name. Oh, thank you. You have an Olivia, Carol? I did hear Olivia. And I'm seeing either a watch or say the watch, say the watch. Okay, my sister who passed, her daughter is Olivia. And I don't know what the watch is, if I feel it's the same person. I feel they're pretty good at holding, they're not really bopping all over the place. Sometimes they can one thing, and it really it will be crazy, but I think they're really doing their best, and they all help each other up there. Please know that. They know if someone's getting through, that they all want that to happen, and they all, are there. Just know I'm here to tell you that. I hear that's a message. We're all here. We're all here. We're all here. I do feel that somebody fell from a height, and I don't know if it's a tree. I don't think it's a tree. I just feel a high height in a fall. All right. So thank you. So my son's friend is Olivia, and I was given my son's watch after he transitioned.
My Olivia.
Hmm?
Carol is saying my Olivia. I'm not sure if that's her daughter that passed. Carol, if you could write that in the chat, please.
Oh, Carol is saying, yeah, her daughter's name is, I guess, Olivia.
Olivia.
is. She said.
Yes, her daughter that passed. So
Okay,
Okay.
so
And
let's
the,
maybe.
go
So-
ahead.
Okay, so,
I've asked her to unmute.
thank you so
Hi,
much.
Carol.
Hi.
Hi, Carol.
Hi.
So your daughter was Olivia and she
Yes.
passed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. She understands and she understands that you need to understand more. Do you understand? I don't mean to say that word 3 times, but you understand something about needing to understand more? And I don't know if that's about her passing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not clear exactly how. I know there was an accident, but I don't know how she ended up in that situation.
Okay. All right. So give her a second and let me see what she's going to send you. She wants me to say it like this. Sometimes you have a couple choices to make and you really don't know that one is wrong and you make it. And then you have to go through the experience. I feel, was there confusion? Do you know?
There would have been. Yeah, there would have been.
Yeah, I'm feeling almost like a lot of confusion and she wants you not to be afraid for what you thought could have happened. Don't think the worst case scenario.
Okay.
And could she sing?
Yes.
Oh, it was almost like this voice came out like she went, I don't even know what she sung. I just saw her and she's doing that and she's helping others learn and sing and they're learning. Well, they don't really need to learn it if they're here because they already can do it. And she's kind of like talking like that. And she said,
Yeah.
how she loves you and I'm so sorry. And you don't have to worry about her anymore. And she's going to be close. And she promises. She talks fast. Okay.
Yeah.
She sings slow. She can sing slow,
Yeah.
but she talks fast. All right.
Yeah, she swallows the words. We used to always laugh at it because when she spoke, she'd speak so fast she'd swallow her.
Thank
not
you.
finish her
Because it's
words.
like, but when she's
Yeah.
it was like angelically coming out of her, and she wore cute clothes.
Yes.
So she knows she had cute clothes. And
Yeah.
did she have boots that she liked to wear? Because she seems to be holding these boots.
No, but sneakers. Yeah.
What
Not
about
boots.
something that looks like a combat? You know the combat boots? They're, you know, the black, they lace up. They're like little Doc Martens. They got names for them.
Mine, yeah, I had some, and she used to try and put them on, but her feet were too big, so
Thank you.
she used to
Those
walk
were-
around the house with mine on.
Okay, thank you, because that's what I was seeing. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And was there a male energy connected to her passing that upsets you?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, very much.
Yeah, she knows that you're upset. And she's kind of like he said down there, everybody has to look you in the eye again someday. And that,
Okay.
I really feel that's when someone else is in a sense responsible or part of the experience. I don't want to say the
Yeah,
word
part of the experience. Yeah.
yes. But I don't feel there was a deliberate thing. But you feel lied to. You feel like
Yeah.
Mhm.
She was with a male when it happened, and she passed, and he didn't. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And she takes your hand and she says, it's okay. It's okay. And she has a flower in her hair. She put a flower and she's smiling. So sometimes that's a picture that you may have, or sometimes it's, you know, something you did yesterday, but I do see she puts it here and she's smiling.
Okay.
And she looks up at all the light around her. And she said to say this word to you, God. And she put her hand here. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who would be sleeping bags? I'm seeing sleeping bags. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those, but I am seeing them. I'm supposed to share it is what I'm supposed to do. So I don't know if somebody was actually camping when they crossed, but camping, yeah, that's the word, camping. Yeah, and the camping. Yeah, I just, it's not moving anything else. I just keep feeling that they were camping. And also the next thing I'm seeing is somebody that was in a red car. Now, there's probably could be a lot of car accidents involved in something like this. So they're certainly not going to just tell me that. And he used sleeping bags. I think that's going to be yours. I don't know if your son is the one that I'm feeling the red car was probably in the accident or not, but I am getting something, you know, we're an accident with a red car. But that sleeping bag,
So thank you.
that's very much like camping. So I could be going to Yelena. You're very welcome. Yelena?
Would you like me to unmute Yelena?
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
I do feel that because I was
Hi, Yelena.
Hello,
hi, I want to say her name right. Alina?
Yelena.
Yelena. Hi, how are you? All right, so he makes me feel he really liked to dance. So obviously if he liked concerts, he probably did, okay, at some point. So I am seeing some movement like that. And did you used to actually help him get ready to go to some of these trips? Is there some like you helped? I don't think she can hear me.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, did you used to help him? Nancy H, that could be your red car because that was very clear to me. So, but I do want to stay with Yelena. I think I said it right.
Yes.
Did you used to help him get ready to go and help him? He's making me feel you helped him do things like a lot, you know.
Yes, yes,
And
definitely.
that specifically, all right. And I don't know, was he out of I don't know if he's out of the country or out of the state. He makes me feel he was in a different location, but somewhere really different, you know, like we can go out of the city, but this feels out of a border. I don't know why he's showing me.
He went across the border when he was 15 years old. It was about 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So that's the border he's making me see, but that was not part of his passing, right?
No, he passed in the same city where he lived in
Okay.
Philadelphia.
All right. I think that he's doing that because he knows that you would know what that meant, you know, the border. And for me to see it like on a map, I don't know what border it is, but I know crossing the border was the words that I had to give you. Okay. So he wants you to know it is him, to make sure that you know it's him. I don't know what he's eating right now, but he's trying to show me. It's almost like popsicles, like something like that, or fudgesicles. Is there some, like sometimes you were eating one yesterday or you almost bought a box but didn't, and sometimes it's like, well, that was something he always liked when he came home. You know, I don't know, but that's the idea that I see. You know what I mean? Like,
No, he was the one who, when you mentioned art earlier in your reading for somebody, I felt that my son was coming through because both mine and his company start with art, and then he had trucking company. So I think he was trying to come through earlier too.
he might have been, but also that I also felt with that there was some construction, and she did know her son's was something, but was something remodeling the house, and I felt that.
I'm in
But I could
construction
see where
business.
you would
Yeah.
feel that. Yeah. So sometimes something like that, like what are the odds of that being so similar? You know, it's like, that's interesting to me. But right now, what he's showing me, I don't know if he had blue eyes, but he had very nice eyes, and he's showing me.
Yeah, he had blue, green, amber. It's very
Different
interesting
kind of,
color.
yeah,
Yes.
very interesting. Yeah, because he showed them almost glowy. And when they draw my attention to eyes, it's because they were known for their eyes to stand out for them. Yeah. And he goes, Mom, I love you. I'm okay. I'm okay. And he just got really, like, to me, that moment was a serious moment. And he just had to stop and tell you, I'm okay. You'll be okay. He's very level-headed, like there's this level-headedness to him. And for me to even feel that, I always say to people, when you get a strong vibe like that, they either were or they weren't on earth. You know what I mean? It's like there's no in between, everybody can be level-headed. He either was really like that, like he could make you feel better, make you understand, that's the vibe, personality he gives me for you. And why Fritos? What's up with these food he's giving me? Like potato chips or something, and he's in the hands in the
Oh,
bag.
I love that. Yeah, he loved those.
Okay, he's like in there, and he's like, show her that. And I always say food is we eat emotional, and we make memories around food. So that's why a lot of times I think food is brought in. You know what I mean? It's easy for them to bring that in, and it's simple, but it's powerful. And he knows that you would know is him. All right. And he takes your hand and he kisses it. And he says, I love you. He
Thank
says,
you.
I know. There's something you wonder if he knows. I know, Mom. I know.
Thank you.
And
I
again,
know exactly what you mean.
thank you, because it's very much in that level-headedness again. When this young man is serious, he's serious, and he's calm, very calm. So hopefully he was on earth, but if not, he's gotten there. All right. So he's very clear with his personality, I would say, is there anything with the name Zeus?
Benz.
What is it?
Benz. Benz
Ben?
is his cat. Benz.
No, it's not close enough, I don't think. Spell it for me. I got to get the feeling.
B-E-N-Z.
There's the Z. Okay. I'd have to hear that Z. All right. There it is. Yes. That might have been a little challenging to get in. But as soon as I said, if there's a Z, I know it's it. And I didn't know what you were saying. All right. Yeah. So who was that to him?
Cat. His cat.
Oh, cat. Okay. Do you have the cat?
His grandmother has it.
Oh, he says grandma's the best. I love her. Tell her I love her. Tell her I'm okay. And that cat senses him. So when she's seeing the cat do weird things, it's him. And he
sees him.
Did he like to stand with his hands crossed? Because he's standing.
Cat definitely sees him.
Mm-hmm.
He's older now, but when he was younger, yes, he did that a lot. He was boxing him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just arms are like this. That's what he was doing. Well, thank you, Yelena, let me bring your boy in.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
Oh, thank you. I think that it's time now, but that was wonderful and we truly appreciate it. And I don't know if you have some parting words of wisdom for us. And if so, please go ahead and maybe just 2 minutes or so.
Yes, Carol, I do want to acknowledge Carol real quick that I don't think it's a coincidence. Those 3 things are right there. I never take from another person, but sometimes there is more than one message, and definitely he is saying hello to you, Carol. Please know that. I just, like I said, I'm thank you for letting me speak with you. I'd come back anytime you ever wanted. I really feel that, when your children watch over you, no matter how old they are, I have people who lose children 40, 50 years old because they're older. A child is a child. It is your child. It is an energy and a separation that is never really separated. And hopefully through feeling their spirit, you get back to that place of knowing that they are walking with you in life. I know it's not the same. I'd be the first to say that, but in that way that you honor them, you're giving them so much strength up there because they know every feeling you have, every emotion, and they would only want you to know that they are there. So welcome their signs, trust them. Every day, if you feel you're not getting signs from them or you don't feel them, just say, I know you're there. I know. Hit me over the head then, okay? They love humor. Your kids, if you laugh, your frequency goes up. They can bring you more. They can bring you more. This is what they want. They want you to know their spirit is with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful way to end this. I want to just tell you that we have so many people saying thank you and that they loved the readings, and we appreciate you being here. And Irene always makes sure that everyone is unmuted so that people can say thank
Yes.
you and goodbye. So is everybody,
Yes.
if you'd like to,
Thank
please.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's
really
good. Very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank you. That was
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
wonderful.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great
experience. Wonderful.
Hi, thank
Yeah.
you. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi,
Smile is
Joe.
beautiful.
Hi, guys.
Beautiful.
Hi, Elizabeth.
You all.
Bye.
My honor.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.